Here I have the Ring Battery Doorbell, the latest version of Ring's insanely popular entry-level video doorbell, and it retails at only $100. Now, straight away, I'll tell you that this doorbell performs well in many ways. The video quality, the intelligence, the app, the physical design even. But there is one big thing that you should know about that might determine whether or not this is a buy or a pass for your home. But you gotta stick around to find out what that is. I'm Corey from Security.org. Let's get into it. All right, so starting with the design of the Ring Battery Doorbell, there are a few notable elements here that I wanted to mention. One being the fact that this doorbell has a built-in rechargeable battery instead of a removable battery. A benefit of that is that this device is actually quite a bit slimmer than higher-end models, such as the Battery Doorbell Plus, for example, that does have the removable battery. You can see here by comparison that this one quite a bit slimmer than the Battery Doorbell Plus. A downside to that is that when you have to recharge this device, you're going to have to remove it from the mounting plate and plug it in to charge rather than just swapping out a battery like you could with the Battery Doorbell Plus. Ring has made it easier to remove the doorbell when you do need to recharge it. They now include this quick release tool here, and you just go ahead and insert it to the bottom of the doorbell. And just like that, the mounting plate will pop off. Additionally, Ring has upgraded the charging port on the back of the doorbell. It's now a USB-C input, so that's really nice. Now, you can actually sidestep that whole process altogether. You won't have to worry about recharging or batteries if your home has an existing doorbell infrastructure, because this doorbell does have the ability to be hardwired as well. So, great option for those with existing doorbell infrastructure. One final note on the design of the Ring Battery Doorbell, and that is the silver body portion here of the device. It seems to be made out of some sort of metal, which I'm a big fan of. I like that a lot more than the very plasticky face plates that you get with the removable battery versions of Ring Battery Doorbells. Shifting to installation with the Ring Battery Doorbell Plus, in my opinion, Ring continues to be some of the easiest devices to set up. You just add the doorbell right there in the Ring app, and it walks you through the entire process step by step. Now, one thing to note is that the Ring Battery Doorbell does not include a mounting wedge like the one here that I received with my Ring Battery Doorbell Plus. So if your doorbell requires a modified view, if it needs to be angled to the left or to the right or up or down, for example, you're going to have to pick up the mounting wedge or corner kit separately. While you're at it, you might want to consider picking up a Ring chime as well. I use the Ring Chime Pro, which works as a chime, so I get alerts inside of my house when somebody rings my doorbell. But it also works as a Wi-Fi extender for the rest of my Ring devices, ensuring that I get a good connection. So overall, it's a great complement to a Ring doorbell and to the rest of your Ring devices. Now let's jump into the real-world experience with the Ring Battery Doorbell and what actually happens when somebody rings it. When someone approaches your doorbell, you're going to get an alert that's saying that there's a person there. If they go ahead and ring the doorbell like so, the doorbell is going to kind of like call your phone in a sense. You're going to get a screen that pops up that you can say accept or decline. If you do accept the call, you can go ahead and view that live stream. You can interact with the visitor by using that two-way audio, for example, or you can just leave a message for them. Let's take a look at the video quality on the Ring Battery Doorbell. And it's great to see that head-to-toe video has finally made it to this entry-level model. Here's a look at that daytime image. The resolution, it's 1440 by 1440. The field of view is 150 degrees. So overall, I think you're getting a pretty decent look at whatever's happening at your door. I tested it in the morning, in the afternoon, even in the rain. And in my opinion, the video quality holds up pretty well, especially for the price point. Testing, the Ring Battery Doorbell. Now shifting to night vision, the Ring Battery Doorbell supports color night vision. And I think that's where this device really shines. Outside of my place, there are a ton of street lights, building lights, and those help to produce a detailed, full color image at night. As for the infrared night vision, the black and white night vision, because of all that light outside of my house, it wasn't going to click into infrared mode. So I brought it inside to get a test of the black and white night vision. And I'll say it was decent. Definitely respectable, but in my opinion, maybe not as impressive as the color night vision. Now, shifting to the features on the Ring Battery Doorbell, they all sort of blend with Ring's technology, their app, and the subscription plans. So keep that in mind as I go through some highlights. The Ring Battery Doorbell can distinguish people and packages from all other types of motion and only send you notifications for the things that you care about. Ring calls these smart alerts, and they're really useful in the day-to-day, especially when it comes to package deliveries, for example. That might be my favorite feature. You can fine-tune your motion settings using motion zones, package zones, motion sensitivity, motion frequency, and motion schedules. It can also record videos for up to 120 seconds after motion is detected. The Ring app experience is pretty straightforward. You can answer video doorbell rings, you can talk to visitors, adjust settings, view event history, and of course, download clips. Now, you can do actually a lot of these actions in Ring's online dashboard as well, which I really appreciate. Overall, it's a good user experience, but here's that big thing that I hinted at the beginning of the video, and that is, like with most smart video doorbells, the Ring Battery Doorbell requires a subscription in order to get most of the key features of the video doorbell. Things like event history, video recordings, and smart alerts, just to name a few. Without a subscription, you're going to be very limited in the functionality of this doorbell. You're basically just going to have live viewing and basic notifications. So let's take a closer look at Ring's subscription service, which is called Ring Home. And at the moment, there are 3 different tiers that you can choose from. You can go basic, standard, or premium. The basic plan is $4.99 a month, and it covers a single doorbell or camera, giving you 180 days of video history and smart alerts. The standard plan is $9.99 a month, and that's going to cover all of the Ring devices in your home. Now, you're going to want to select this tier if you want to get that doorbell call feature where it pops up on your phone when somebody rings your doorbell. For whatever reason, they put that feature at the standard level instead of the basic level. And then there's the premium plan, which is $19.99 a month, and that's basically targeted at folks who have the Ring Alarm Home security system, since it unlocks a bunch of security system-specific features. The bottom line here is that if you want to use the majority of the features of the Ring Battery Doorbell, you're going to want to plan on spending at least $5 a month for that Ring subscription. So what are the key takeaways from the Ring Battery Doorbell? And when it comes to pros, there's a lot to like, especially at $100. You got that 1440 by 1440 resolution, a 150-degree field of view, color night vision, people and package alerts, and a compact design. Not too bad at all. For cons, it's the subscription fee. Even though this doorbell is a great deal on its own, you're going to have to be paying at least $5 a month for a Ring plan in order to unlock its full functionality. Now, you could definitely argue that home security subscriptions bring a ton of value to users, and I think that that's a fair point. But if you're not interested in paying a monthly fee, I understand that as well. And luckily, there are brands out there that you could check out that do offer no-fee video doorbells. Eufy and Lorex come to mind, for example. In any case, looking at the Ring Battery Doorbell, I think that it's a solid choice. You're getting a lot of value with this device. Definitely worth checking out. That's all for today's video. If you want to learn more about Ring Home Security, be sure to check out our page over on Security.org. I'll link that in the description below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.